So, Hyper Scape's own version of Team Deathmatch is here. And that means that we're gonna talk about it. My name is Payzet, and yes, you heard me right. Hyper Scape today, November the 18th of 2020, released a new beta version of a TDM, aka Team Deathmatch. So today you may wonder, is it fun? Let's talk about it. But before I'm jumping into it, I want to remind everyone that are watching is to leave a like on that video if you do enjoy it. And if you want to see more content like this, is to press that subscribe button with a notification bell on, and I'm all yours. Have you tried Team Deathmatch yet? And if you have, what do you think about it so far? Do you think the game could turn out to be a better state from this move? Or do you think the game's state will still be where it is or worse? Let me know in the comments below and let's get right into the video. I'm so glad to see another game mode to finally hit the scene of Hyper Scape. The reason I'm glad to see something like this is that we finally have a game mode where you can just chillax and just vibe with the guns you have. This is a mode where I will probably just stay in and not really care too much what's gonna happen to me, and more just play with whatever I want. If you didn't already know, the current meta in Hyper Scape has been either the right one and an explosive weapon. For example, Komodo. It's been kind of draining for someone like me and many others that has been supporting this game by playing it for such a long time that being able to play for many hours is starting to take a toll on me. But finally, we have a game mode where we all can just vibe. I think this is what the TDM is gonna be like. It's not what's gonna bring the new people in the game. Maybe. I think this is the game mode where they can keep the current community and help them take a breather for a while before jumping into the arena again. That is good for me. I'm glad that they finally have something that can help me out when it comes to chilled out. Game mode is definitely fun, and the gunplay now with the updated crosshair feels a lot better. I'm glad to see the improvement from the developer sides when it comes to design aspect and the gunplay, although we all know what needs to be nerfed. Komodo. I finally feel refreshed and having a lot of fun again by running around shooting the people around me. I also like the aspect of needing to find the guns that you want to use before the game starts. And if you can't find them, you pick up the first gun that pops up and pray that it's not a D-tap. I would probably get bored pretty fast, but on the bright side, I can see the developers do a lot for the Team Deathmatch, and hopefully they can implement stuff that could make the game a lot more intriguing. It's a really hard word, to be honest. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I hope I pronounce it right. We'll find out. Hopefully. But anyways, what do you think could be implemented for Team Deathmatch? For example, what type of map ideas do you think they could add to it? And what type of game modes do you think they could do to make this game more fun and more intriguing? For example, maybe headshot only and stuff like that. That would be kind of fun to see. But I would love to see a little bit more what they can do and what's your thoughts on it. In short, I love the engagement they've done for the community so far, and I hope this game one day will take off for them. I'm currently working on a video on basically how to play better in Hyper Scape. So if you want any tips on how to get better in this game, I highly recommend you guys to look out for this video. And I'm currently on the scripting part there, and I'm almost done with it. So hopefully we can get it next week. That would be amazing. Hyper Scape is relatively new. Hyper Scape has been out for a while too, when we say officially released, but something tells me that the game right now is still what we could call early access. The reason is they might already have pushed it out, sure, and had a release date, but the amount of times they've been updating the game from the launch to now, and the constant communications and the constant AMAs and the constant openness about what they're trying to do, even though all the patches is not appreciated from every player, they are still open and telling, we are gonna try this no matter what, but we want to monitoring and see if this is okay or not. Is this a good thing? Probably. And at the same time, if they stick with it, probably not. A lot of sweat players like me, I am a sweat player, that's just how it is, but a lot of sweat players like me questioning a lot of different weapon balancing, the controller balancing, because in the future this game will be a crossplay platform. But the thing is, this game is not ready to have crossplay against PC right now. Not the way it is right now, because the thing is, the PC players, I know this because I tried console myself and I've seen the pace on console compared on PC. There's just no way they have a chance against us. And I'm not telling you that this is the case for everyone. Definitely not. But what I'm telling you is, for most people that are not, extremely good at the controllers, there's always going to be exceptions, right? It's always going to be exceptions. But I don't believe that the console players do have a chance against Duffs if they don't add a lot of aim assist and different things to improve. So it can be like, for example, Apex, fielding, or whatever. The game is so fast-paced that it's basically made for the PC players. But most of the players right now is on console. So we're in a dilemma here. So what can we do about it? I mean, all we can do is hope that they find a really good way to balance it as much as possible, that it will be more fair for all the consoles and the PC players when we start to go against each other. So maybe this team deathmatch might be a part of this in the future. Maybe this is a start, that we're gonna start with trying console against PC players. This is just an idea that I got from talking about this. This part is not scripted. I scripted the first 3 minutes, but the rest is not scripted. But I think this is what Team Deathmatch could be also. A thing where they can start trying to have crossplay on Team Deathmatch to begin with. See how much console players and PC players are going against each other and how big this skill gap is. Because right now, I am almost 100% confident that any PC player will destroy a console player by far with any gun they're using against the console players. If you're a really good console player, sure, that might be a different thing, but it's gonna be some interesting changes. It's gonna be some different stuff. It's gonna be balance changes between console and PC players. I'm gonna be excited. I am, but I'm also a little bit worried. The way they might balance this might kill the game, but at the same time, it might save it. Anyways, that's enough for me today. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.